Hello friends, this video on exponents and powers part 4 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Based on the basics of exponents, let us now quickly look at some of the questions. Question number 1. Find the value of 5 to the power 4. Now what do we mean by 5 to the power 4? That means 5 is multiplied 4 times. So this basically means 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. So what does this mean? This means 5 into 5 is 25. Again 5 into 5 is 25. And 25 into 25 is 625. So the value of 5 to the power 4 is 625. Question number 2. Express the following in exponential form. So what is the meaning of exponential form? Writing something in the form of to the power. So here if you see, A is getting repeated for 3 times. That is, A is multiplied how many times? 3 times. Similarly, C is getting multiplied for 4 times. And how many times for D? D is getting multiplied only 1 time. So that means A multiplied for 3 times, that is A to the power 3, into C multiplied for 4 times, so C to the power 4, and D multiplied for 1 time, so D to the power 1. So D to the power 1 is actually D because D multiplied only once. So this becomes equal to A cube C to the power 4 D. So this would be the answer. Question number 3. Express the following number using exponential notation. So here also we want to represent 729 as some number to the power some number. So in that form we want to represent 729. So for that what do we need to do? So the first thing that we will do is prime factorization of 729. Only then we will get to know like how we can represent 729 in the form of its prime factors. So this is 729. So let us first start with the smallest prime number, which is 2. But 2 doesn't divide 729 exactly. So let's move on to the next prime number, that is 3. Now 3 divides it exactly. 3 2s are 6, 3 4s are 12, 3 3s are 9. Now this 243 is again completely divisible by 3. So 3 8s are 24, 3 1s are 3. Again 3 2s are 6, 3 7s are 21, again 3 9s are 27, 3 3s are 9. So this is how we can prime factorize 729. So we can write 729 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So this is what we can write. So 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So basically how many times 3 is getting repeated? It is getting repeated for 6 times. So this can be written as 3 to the power 6. So 729 can be written as 3 to the power 6. So this is the exponential notation. Question number 4. Identify the greater number wherever possible in each of the following. So in the first case we have 5 to the power 3. So 5 to the power 3 would mean 5 multiplied 3 times, that is 5 into 5 into 5, which is equal to 125. What is the meaning of 3 to the power 5? That means 3 is getting multiplied for 5 times. So 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, and then this 3 3s are 9. So it is 27 into 9. This is equal to 243. Now if you compare 243 with 125, what do you see? You see that 243 is greater than 125. Therefore 3 to the power 5 is greater than 5 to the power 3. Now let us look at the second one. 100 to the power 2 and 2 to the power 100. So let us first look at 100 to the power 2. So 100 to the power 2 would be 100 into 100, which is equal to 10,000. That is 10 to the power 4. Right, so 10,000 is the value. Now let us look at 2 to the power 100. So 2 to the power 100 actually means 2 is getting multiplied for how many times? for 100 times. So do you think it is possible to write down 2 for 100 times? That is little unfeasible. So what we will do, instead of writing it for 100 times, let us try to write it for 10 times. So if you multiply 2 for 10 times, what is the value that you get? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. Then again you have these many 2s. So 16 2s are 32, 32 into 2 is 64, 64 into 2 is 128, 128 into 2 is 256, 256 into 2 is... So in this way, we find that 2 multiplied for 10 times gives us 1024. Now here we have 2 multiplied for 100 times. That means if we divide that 100 times into 10 times each. So 10 2s together, again 10 2s together, again 10 2s together. So if we divide it like this into groups, so how many groups we will have? We will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 groups. So when you have 10 2s in each group, so in 10 groups, how many 2s you will have? 100, right? So that means this 1024 will basically get multiplied for 10 times. Now tell me, do you think that such a big number, a 4-digit number getting multiplied for 10 times, so the result that you will get is going to be a huge number, which will definitely be a lot greater than 10,000. So therefore we can say that 2 to the power 100 will be greater than 100 to the power 2. So I hope you understood this logic, right? So instead of multiplying 2 for 100 times, we divided 2's into groups of 10. So in each group we have 10 2's. Now the product of 10 2's is equal to 1024. So how many 1024 we have? We have 10 1024. So looking at that, we can say that 2 to the power 100 is greater. Question number 5. Simplify 3 to the power 2 multiplied by 10 to the power 4. So 3 to the power 2 would be nothing but 3 into 3, that is 9. And what about 10 to the power 4? That is nothing but 10 into 10 into 10 into 10, which gives 10,000. So when you actually find their product, that is 3 to the power 2 into 10 to the power 4 is equal to 9 into 10,000. So this is equal to 90,000. Question number 6. Simplify minus 2 to the power 3 multiplied by minus 10 to the power 3. So minus 2 to the power 3, that means minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2. Now whenever you find product of negative numbers, one simple tip that you remember is, first you find the product irrespective of the sign, irrespective of the negative sign. So in this case 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8. So the product is 8 in this case. Now whether the product would be positive or negative, that depends on how many times the negative sign is getting repeated. So here how many times you see negative sign? 1, 2, 3. So if you have the negative sign for odd number of times, like if the negative sign is there for 1 time or 3 times or 5 times or 7 times, in that case the result would be negative. If the negative sign exists for even number of times, like 2, 4, 6 or 8, in that case the result would be positive. So we have discussed about all these things in the basic mathematics, but still I am repeating it here. Now let's do the same thing for minus 10 to the power 3. In this case again you have minus 10 into minus 10 into minus 10. So here also follow the same technique. First find the product irrespective of the sign. So 10 into 10 into 10 would be 1000. And the result would be negative or positive. So here also you have how many times negative sign? 3 times. So 3 is odd number. Therefore the result would be negative. So now in the question it says minus 2 to the power 3 multiplied by minus 10 to the power 3. So minus 2 to the power 3 is minus 8 and minus 10 to the power 3 is minus 1000. Now when you find this product, here also follow the same technique. First find the product irrespective of the sign, which is 8000. Now here how many times you have negative sign? 2 times. So 2 is an even number. Therefore the result would be positive. So 8000 would be the answer. Question number 7. Compare the following numbers, 4 into 10 to the power 14 or 3 into 10 to the power 17. Now here if you look at it, the first number, here it is 4 and here it is 3. So 4 is greater than 3. That's obvious. But when you look at the second number, you see here it is 10 to the power 14. So 10 to the power 14 means after 4 you will have 14 zeros. When you say 10 to the power 17, that means after 3, this number will have 17 zeros, something like this. So after 4, you have 14 zeros. But in the second number, how many zeros you have? 17 zeros. Now look at these two numbers. Which one do you think is greater? Obviously the one with more number of zeros, because the moment you increase the zeros, you are actually increasing the value of the number a lot. You increase 1 zero in 10, it becomes 100. You increase one more zero to the 100, it becomes 1000. You increase 1 zero to 1000, it becomes 10,000. So adding 1 zero makes a lot of difference. So in this case, since the number of zeros is more in the second number, therefore 3 into 10 to the power 17 is greater than 4 into 10 to the power 14. Now, you always do not need to write the number putting all the zeros. Why I did this was just to show you that how 3 into 10 to the power 17 is greater than 4 into 10 to the power 14. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.